crazy. Is there anything that you can suggest to help him last longer? I talked to him about it, but I'm sure it only makes him feel a certain way. Plus, doing it on my own is always an option, but it's not always as fun and as good as the real thing. And it's really starting to cause problems.
You had a conversation with him?
She said she's spoken to him about it, but he's just like...
Because my man just turn over and go to bed. It's brazy. Give her that 2 minutes and be like...
Yeah, he might see it as, listen, like, we're in a relationship. This is your obligation. If it's 2 minutes, then it's 2 minutes. So he might be seeing it, which is wrong.
If it's never been a problem, then never been a problem, innit?
That's a problem now. What do you mean it's never... What?
No, I'm saying if she's like been cool with it for time...
No, she's not cool with it no more.
Yeah, but that don't work.
What do you mean not work?
So let me get it straight. That's like you and your missus now. You've been like blowing her back out for years. Like, not years, for time. Then one day she's like, this ain't it. Excuse me? I've been putting in good innings.
Nah, it's not good to her no more, basically.
But anymore. So I'm saying...
So things can change.
No, but in my mind and her mind... Well, in my mind and in her mind, as it appeared, we were in a good place sexually.
We were, but no, it's not... Bro,
yeah,
the way you were stroking is not the way I want you to stroke no more.
I hear that, but...
That 5 years, bro.
No, but I hear that, but that might have been me, that might be you know. Is it recording?
Yeah.
No, I'm blessed.
Oh, yeah, let's cut that out.
All right. What are we talking about for the last half an hour? I got a few dilemmas from last time. Should I cut through some outlandish ones? All right. Ready?
Yeah, all good.
My girlfriend and I were having some issues, admittedly mainly down to how I was acting. I hadn't been looking after my mental health and it came out in ways she couldn't live with. We separated and I sought medical support for my mental health. And since then, we've decided to try again. Now, at the beginning of the year, she finds out that she's pregnant and admits to sleeping with a friend that I was always paranoid about them having ulterior motives. An early DNA test has come back and the baby is his. I can't bring myself to walk away from her, though, as I always pictured me with her and having our own family. I could raise the baby as my own, but it's the other man's involvement that gives me doubts. What do I do? A deep one still. Very, very deep one. Boy.
Very deep at all.
What are you saying, you're gone?
Like the wind.
I said like the wind.
So when I was going through my issues and I suspected my man, you made me seem like I was a madman by being like, do you know what I'm saying?
And then you went and got pregnant for my man.
Then you got pregnant for my man, and now I must... What? Nah, that can't be real. That can't be real. And you know what? I saw a video in one program, like an American film, yeah? And basically the wife cheated on the husband, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So she's come home, and I don't know how he's found out, but she knows he's found out, and he's cooking her favourite meal, lamb. So when she gets back home, she's like, he's gone, oh, you're back, just cooking some lamb, whatever. And she's gone, why are you cooking lamb? Like, and because she expecting him to be mad at her, innit? And he's not mad, like, he's like proper like trying to ignore the situation. And she's like, but after everything, you should be trying to throw this lamb in my face. And he's gone, nah, and then at the end, he's like, we just both need to try harder. And she's gone, why? I said, because you're my ride or die. I said, ride or die? You come home from cheating on me and I'm cooking you lamb. Lamb! Like lamb shank. You know the one that let you pull off the bone? Nah, man. Nah.
So this is from a 36-year-old woman, yeah? Hello, guys. My husband is 41 and we've been together for roughly 5 years. Our sex life started out great, as I think it usually does in relationships. But recently, he's been having issues maintaining during sex. And if he does maintain, it typically lasts 2 minutes at max until he's finished. I'm the type of person that wants my partner to be happy So for a while, I was okay with this as long as he was getting his. But recently, it started to get to me. I've tried different positions. I've watched podcast videos, trying to learn new things. Maybe even starting sooner than him, so at least we can try and finish together, but it never works. Once he's done, he cleans up and goes straight to sleep, and it's driving me crazy. Is there anything that you can suggest to help him last longer? I talked to him about it, but I'm sure it only makes him feel a certain way. Plus, doing it on my own is always an option, but it's not always as fun and as good as the real thing. And it's really starting to cause problems.
You had a conversation with him?
She said she's spoken to him about it, but he's just like...
Because my man does turn over and go to bed. It's brazy. Give her that 2 minutes and be like...
Yeah, he might see it as, listen, like, we're in a relationship. This is your obligation. If it's 2 minutes, then it's 2 minutes. So he might be seeing it, which is wrong.
If it's never been a problem, then never been a problem, innit?
That's a problem now. What do you mean it's never... What?
No, I'm saying if she's like been cool with it for time...
No, she's not cool with it no more.
Yeah, but that don't work.
What do you mean not work?
So let me get it straight. That's like you and your missus now. You've been like blowing her back out for years. Like, not years, for time. Then one day she's like, this ain't it. Excuse me? I've been putting in good innings.
Nah, it's not good to her no more, basically.
But anymore. So I'm saying...
So things can change.
No, but in my mind and her mind... Well, in my mind and in her mind, as it appeared, we were in a good place sexually.
We were, but no, it's not. Bro,
yeah,
the way you were stroking is not the way I want you to stroke no more.
I hear that, but that might,
5 years, bro.
No, but I hear that, but that might have been me. That might be you know.
No, I hear that, but what I'm saying is
that's what I'm saying.
Discussion needs to be had.
Cool, but I'm saying, but this discussion, don't chastise me like it's me. It might be you.
Wait, why are you getting defensive?
I'm not getting defensive.
She just said, "Yo, the homeboy's coming in the bedroom 2 minutes and he's
out."
No,
we've gone beyond that. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking.
But you're saying that sometimes she should speak about it.
Yeah,
that she's tried to. Don't even blame her snoring.
Yeah,
bro.
but I'm saying, if before this,
well, you was okay with the 2 minutes, you should still be okay with it.
No, yeah, but my thing is, when the 2 minutes happened, then you should have been like, babe,
no, I didn't know there was more to this land, bro.
That's your fault.
What, you've never linked? How you moving like you've never linked to girl? She showed you something new. You're like,
let me get this straight.
So are you gonna chastise all the older ones for not doing it?
Let me give you an example here. Yeah, iPhone 16. Yeah, iPhone 16, 10 gig of memory. 10 gig of data, unlimited calls, 5 gig of data, 5,000 minutes of calls, 5,000 texts. That's your tariff, yeah? 20 quid a month, 25 quid a month, yeah? You're happy with it? The network providers, Mr. Tazer Black, you happy? Yeah, sign it off. That's your tariff now. You find out that I'm getting unlimited Wi-Fi, unlimited data, unlimited calls, unlimited text for £15 a month, £10 a month. You can't change your tariff, bro.
I'm locked in. 24 months, though.
She's locked in.
24 months.
So what you've said...
She's locked in for 5 years.
She's locked in.
Yeah, but 5 years is past.
No, that's your tariff.
No, 5 years is past.
No.
His health's deteriorating.
That's your tariff.
You're a selfish
that's
man,
your tariff.
bro.
No,
You're a selfish man,
I ain't got no skin in the game.
Bro, the girl said,
No, that's your tariff.
Years, no. It started, remember, she said the sex life started out great. And
your tariff.
And then recently, he's been having issues maintaining. That means it weren't 2 minutes when I started, bro. It weren't.
And he weren't 41 when you started either.
So what does that mean? Because he's getting older, I should get old with him.
Wait, let me get this straight. As you get older...
But you better start taking your CMOS route.
Stuff diminishes.
Bro, you're making excuses in the
wrong places. Man can't clock how he used to clock.
That wasn't the reason why
he's back at the same...
No, but that wasn't...
But it's not the same person.
Vitality is on my end. I've realised. Yo, you will keep up where I'm going.
That's your tariff.
Nah, I can still change. I can still break this clause, bro.
No.
All right, next one. This is from a woman. Me and my boyfriend were cuddled in bed under a blanket, not doing anything, just cuddled up. Randomly, I farted.
I knew it.
And then out of nowhere, he immediately jumped out of bed and said, "Okay, I'm done." It started getting dressed, saying, "This stuff irks me." I replied saying, "I understand, but that was a completely unintentional, but also very natural fart." His response, angrily, "Why would you fart in bed under the blanket?" I just sat there shocked with absolutely no words. In that moment, my heart shattered into every tiny piece imaginable. What should I do? And then... For context, the fart did not stink. It was the little toot. Please understand me when I say I'm not worried about the fart itself. I'm more concerned about his reaction. This is someone that I heavily consider spending forever with. But that all became questionable after that situation. I'm also extremely shocked at the number of comments from people who genuinely believe women don't poop or fart. Listen.
Yeah, men don't believe that.
No,
Crazy.
I don't care how long you've been together with someone, yeah. It's still common courtesy.
Yeah,
you can step out the room and fart.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. Like, what we doing here? Just because I love you don't mean I want to smell your farts, man.
No, but I do enjoy a good fart though in the bed.
What? To piss?
No,
her off?
not to annoy her. As in like, so for example, like, so what I might do, yeah, is, this is going to sound so wild, yeah, is if there's a girl in the bed and she's sleeping, I'm like, perfect. So sometimes I would just...
Let one rip.
I'll put my bum out the side of the sheets. So it's like... so it's in the room.
Like, just get up and
then I'll just... I don't know why, it's just such a good feeling.
I just get up and
Then I just go, get back into... Like, not get back into the bed, but I just...
We don't use the sheets to blow off the air.
No, because I've done it, like, it's in the
air
room
though.
now, yeah. But she's sleeping, bro. She don't know nothing about this.
None the wiser.
She's none the wiser, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you just go to the toilet? And do it?
The worst one, though, is when, like, she goes to the toilet, yeah, or something, and you're like, you judged your time wrong.
So you let one rip and she come back.
You let one rip, she comes back, like, I don't even need to go to the toilet. Huh?
I said it's red hot here, you know.
Sometimes some girls pull you up there. Wait, you fart? No.
I said it's red hot chili peppers over
You
here.
got no. No.
No, I just go outside and let it rip, man.
Yeah, you have to still.
Use the opportunity to go to the toilet.
No, but that's if she's if it's like
So
7
if you
p.m. and she's fully awake.
All right, so if a girl farts around you sit in it.
I'm vexed.
Can she use that as a
I'm vexed.
wait? Can she use that as the indication of okay, he loves me?
She can't fart on me like that.
No, but let's say she did.
No. I'm not done about life, but that night I'm vexed. No, and especially if it stinks. Especially, see when a fart stinks, yeah, it annoys you, bro. It frustrates you, like, you know, like,
ruin your day immediately.
bro. You know, like when your brothers fart around you, yeah, but they don't say nothing. Remember the ones in school, you just fart and keep quiet. Then someone will be talking, yeah. Who's done that? And then you just start burst out laughing. I'm not a kid no more. Allow it, man. Them games, stop it.
I just don't understand why you can't just get up and step out, man.
Any more?
Yeah.
Is that the only thing a girl can't do around you, fart? Is there anything else?
What do you mean can't do?
Or you wouldn't like if you've done it?
Oh, like I don't like it. There's a few things, but I wouldn't. It's not like relationship cutting off. Like belch, burping is crazy. Proper belch. It's
I don't mind that.
man. Nah, man. But it's better. I don't mind farting either. If you're gonna fart.
Because belch is really small like that, and also sometimes it can just. And you even talk to someone, you're like, yeah, it's like, oh right, come on, nowhere. Sorry about that. Sometimes it gets you. That's calm. A fart can't get you out of nowhere. You know it. Buddy, you know a fart's coming time ago. You feel it in the pipes, bro. You're like, oh yeah.
Hey, yo.
Oh God, what's happening here? I said you feel it in the pipes. I didn't say you feel it. What's going on here?
I said you feel it in the pipes. I didn't even bent his back when he said it, you know.
You're moving mad. You're moving mad. What's going on here? You are sicko. You are sicko, man. You need to leave.
Nah, hygiene. I'm very big on hygiene though. So if you're not trying to like shower at a point where I feel like
shower.
Nah, bro. You know if you've had a long day, man. Get in the shower, man. Come on, man. Why are you staring at me?
What? Why
are you staring in the air like that, bro? Nah, man.
I saw a video where a couple shared a toothbrush. That is disgusting, bro.
That's a bit extreme still.
Literally, he's brushing his teeth. He's rinsed the toothbrush. No, sorry. He's brushing his teeth with the toothpaste on it. She's taken the toothbrush from him and started brushing her teeth with the same toothbrush.
The thing is, yeah, I've noticed, yeah, women are usually the ones that are okay with that. A man wouldn't do that. Like, he wouldn't lead that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not too sure whether he got the toothbrush back.
No, but I mean, once it's done, it's done.
Nah, he's to blame. If we go grab my toothbrush, I'm like, what are you doing?
But you see how she would do it first is what I'm saying. You wouldn't just wake up and be just... Even if you went in the bathroom and you said, shit, I left my toothbrush. You want to look at her toothbrush and use her toothbrush.
I'm not even brushing my teeth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Mouthwash and then gone.
She might come out and be like, oh, babe, I used your toothbrush.
I might do the one with the finger. Too much of your fingers.
Whereas she's more than likely going to come out and be like, do you know what, babe, you never guess what.
No girls I see would do that. No girl can't see down upon me brush. No way, bro. There's no way, man.
Hey,
no way.
I think it's more than likely a girl says, by the way, babe, you know what, you never guess what? I didn't pack my toothbrush, but I just used yours instead. Like, what do you mean you used mine instead?
I'll look up a girl for that.
Seriously?
100%.
You just landed in a new country, though.
If I get to my bathroom and my toothbrush is wet already, I'm like, why is my toothbrush wet? Like, babe, yes, I just think you mind use your toothbrush. Swear. Okay, no problem. She never come. No, she's never coming to my house again.
No, I'm saying, let's say you've gone on holiday and she's forgotten her toothbrush.
I'm fuming for the whole holiday. I'm fuming.
It's buy another brush, bro.
No, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you think this is? Are you crazy? What are you doing? You see me, there's sometimes when things happen, I'm actually like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Okay, what if she used it and dashed it?
That's cool.
Yeah, so like we got.
But then that means, I'm expecting you to say, babe, sorry, my toothbrush, I used yours, but I'm gonna
go buy another one.
Okay.
She just dashes it.
If I'm still in bed and she's maybe up doing something, she's like, babe, I used a toothbrush, I forgot mine, sorry, but I'm gonna go downstairs or whatever and get a toothbrush. I don't care. But it's the using it and thinking I'll be cool with. Yeah. Babe, I forgot my toothbrush. We can share ours for the trip. For the trip? What?
Hey.
You're finished.
Do you know another thing that annoys me as well? Seeing as we're in the spirit of transparency.
What's that?
Ever been in a hotel and she ordered food? Uber said he's downstairs and she's like, babe, you go get it for me. No,
you see me? I don't mind doing it. If I'm up and I'm like,
no, you're not up. That's the whole point.
If I'm lying down, I'm in boxers, and you're in boxers, babe, allow me, bud.
Hey,
but see me? I'm always eating, so chances are I've got some food in there as well. So all right, cool. Let me go downstairs, but
putting on the tracksuit bottoms again is long, you know.
You know what's worse than that?
What?
Ordering an Uber for a girl and she's moving like a Dundee, bro.
What's a Dundee?
Idiot. You order an Uber for her. All right, babe. As soon as you order the Uber, it will say 8 minutes or something. You send her the screenshot.
Yeah,
babe, 8 minutes.
She won't start getting ready until he's outside.
Yeah, baby's downstairs. All right, won't be a minute. Just getting ready. Excuse me? I told you 8 minutes ago the Uber's on the way. All right, cool. Anyway,
boss man's messaging you that you're hurry
he's
up,
downstairs.
Man.
Then boss man's ringing you. Don't worry, boss. She's on the way, yeah? She'll be there in a minute, yeah? All right, cool. Yo, the dude's thinking.
Okay, I'm just drive down.
I'm just leaving my house now. I can't seem to see him. Babes, I beg you get active, please, car. This brother's going to cancel any minute.
And now you're outside in the cold.
You're outside in the cold. You're going to ask me to order another Uber. And it's going to cost me a $5 cancellation. Like, I beg you, hurry up, please.
Next thing you see cancelled job, you're like, is that him driving past?
But I never forget one time when I ordered an Uber for a girl. I'm like, babes, the brother's outside. I can't see him. Okay. Well, he's there. What address did you put? The address you sent me, I copy and pasted it. I gave you the wrong address. It's actually, I spelled my road wrong. How did you spell your road wrong? You live there. Just cancel it. It's cool. Just order another one. You're right. So I got to cancel this one and order another one.
Hey, see, there was like, just call your own Uber, man. Just call your own Uber, man.
Yeah.
Been there before, though.
Nasty.
Man was outside a venue. There's no parking outside the venue, so the Uber's around the corner. Can you tell him to come outside the venue? You all right? What do you mean? You're on a green. You want him to pull up outside? Why didn't you just tell me to call the Uber when you was outside?
Anyway. Calling an Uber, if a girl's at a rave, that's the worst time to call an Uber, bro. I just got to say bye to my friends. I just got to get my jacket. I'm just going to get my bag.
Shout me when you're outside.
God.
Why are you shouting me, letting me know, giving me updates? Just let me know when you're outside and I'll call the Uber. And then she's outside, you hear Bear Man, hey, yo, yo, yo. Bear Man in the background.
I'm on the phone to my boyfriend. You hear it, but on the phone to my boyfriend.
I chat to him. What are you doing? Are you all right?
Hello? What, Taze? What? Now my nose. Oh.
Taze, I'm going to shout you, yeah? All right, what about this one? I gifted my wife on her birthday and we went out, had dinner, cake cutting, all that stuff. A week later, it was my birthday. She did mention ordering cake, but she forgot it. I got no gifts. We went out, but I paid. She dressed normally. She was not excited at all. It didn't feel like a special day at all. After a few months, it was our anniversary and I planned gifting her jewelry that she'd been checking out lately. I came to know she already bought it 2 days before the anniversary without telling me.
With whose money?
I don't know.
It must be his money.
Someone's responded and said, I don't think you would have been out of line for talking about it, letting her know that you've been upset. And he's responded again saying, she's manipulated me and says that I have over expectations from her on everything. That's why we didn't talk about it much. Now she's left me a few weeks back and her family's asking me for a hefty alimony without even trying to resolve the issue once. I don't understand.
But some of these horror stories is... You see, I don't understand.
Hey, this is a good one. Go on. Go on.
Nah, Gabe said it on Chiz's pod. Gabe said, don't force someone to spend your money. So, if we got this, I just thought what I said. It's got nothing to do with what is just said because because whatever. I'm talking about, I don't know why I said that. But my thing is this year, the reason why it ties in is because, bro, you're spending your money on someone and you're forcing them to a degree. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because this woman doesn't... Like, my thing is this year, I know you've experienced this, I've experienced this. When girls like you and girls check for you, they don't mind buying you things or spending money on you because they value you. Same way you don't mind spending money on them. You know what I'm saying? But then when girls see it as, I'm not doing nothing. She don't rate you, bro. At all. She doesn't rate you.
That's a nice indication.
It's a bait indication because any girl that likes you feels... Brother, you see all this, men have to do this and men have to do that. When a girl likes you, bro, all that goes out the window. She knows like you're the guy, but generally speaking, she'll buy your pair of trainers or she'll pay for dinner or she doesn't care because she just wants to be with you and she knows that you appreciate her, vice versa. So if you're with a woman and especially on your birthday, she makes no effort whatsoever, especially after the effort you've made. Yeah. Nah, man, she don't rate you, bro. Doesn't rate you at all.
All right, last dilemma.
But some men, unfortunately, ignore signs and will just... It is what it is. Yeah. No, bro, move, man. Leave her, man. I'm telling you, bro.
All right, what about this one? My husband is hurt about his ex-girlfriend being pregnant. My husband recently found out that his ex-girlfriend is pregnant. It's not his, as they've been broken up for 3 years, but they're still good friends and talk
3 years?
I've hung out with her myself and I have no concerns of cheating, etc. But when he found out that she was pregnant by her husband, he's upset about it. He's been very sad. And they got into this huge argument when it happened and they haven't talked since. I really don't know what to think right now. Like, why would he be upset at her having a baby with her husband? Fast forward, I asked him why he's upset and he says it's because he misses his friend since they haven't talked since the argument. I asked what was said during the argument and his response is usually, I don't remember.
You remember because you're upset, bro. You know what? Let's play devil's advocate with this one, yeah?
You sure?
Is there anything wrong with man being upset?
Is there anything wrong with him being upset? No. But I think he needs to compartmentalize it, though.
Why? Because remember, if we're speaking about men and women and people being transparent, you're my partner, so I can tell you whatever. So
why are you upset, though? Tell me why you're upset. Are you jealous? You wish it was you? Does it dawn on you that you're never going to get her back? Like, we have to talk about it.
That is a good part.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a good part.
Are you going to say it or are you just going to pretend that you're going to, not pretend, but are you just going to be moping around the yard? Like, you have a current wife who's in front of you. And you're like, for example, could my girl be upset that her ex-boyfriend is having a baby?
No,
yes, she can be upset. If she's moping around my yard, now my eggs are runny because of it.
No, but my thing is, you being upset lets me know that you still love that person.
No, but it happens, bro.
Yeah, but then that means, with that being said, if you still love that person, if that person acted correctly, would you go back?
No, but we're not doing isms and schisms, bro.
Yeah, so I'm not doing this at all. I'm not doing this at all. Go away.
What?
Yeah, man. I'm not doing this
You've
at
been
all.
with your girl for 3 years. It's not go waiting.
It is a go waiting. 1,000,000%. But I've been
That's
my
your
girl.
ego, bro.
I've been my girl for 3 years, yeah?
Yeah, and she randomly got news that something life-changing.
Her ex-boyfriend has had a baby and she's upset.
It's life-changing. It's
Go
rubbed her
away.
the wrong way.
Go away.
It's rubbed her the wrong way a little bit.
Nah, man.
Wait,
go
you was
away.
ready to play devil's advocate until it
No,
ended up in your yard.
I was just for the
For the sake of the pod.
Yeah. Come on, I know already it's nonsense. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I know it's nonsense. Like, it's complete nonsense. Bro.
Okay, so what if you go, you find out your girl's been sentenced
Sentenced to what?
to a period in jail? Your ex.
I can't lie to you. It's not affecting anything in my life whatsoever. It's not affecting my sleep pattern, nothing.
You know, you'd be like, rah.
The only thing that will affect me is death. If one of my exes died or something, I'll be sad because I'm like, rah, man. Especially if it's like an accident, like car crash, something, I don't know. I'll be like, sad, man. Like, rah. On a normal human level, I'll be like, that's bad. But you going to jail for something you've done.
I was just wondering, I was thinking what would provoke an emotion.
I wouldn't
Pregnancy is one though, like, rah. Like,
but I'm not gonna if any of my exes got pregnant, bro, I'm not with you no more.
No, I know, but you
I get that, but I wouldn't care.
Okay, but would you not feel that there was a period in time where you was with this person and you were talking about having kids? It's just like a flashback. I'm not saying I'm gonna mope around.
No, I hear that, but I'm saying the fact that the same way, for example, one of your exes when you were 18 or whatever, she got pregnant, you wouldn't, and I spoke to you now, you wouldn't care.
Yeah, but that's not the same though.
No,
this might be someone I had a serious relationship.
No, I'm saying, no, if it was a serious relationship when you were 18, you wouldn't care now because like time's
That's
passed.
18 though.
That's my point. So I'm saying, why is it that?
What if it's someone I just broke up with 2 years ago? Is what I'm saying. I'm in a new relationship now and it's still early, but then I find out, like I go on Facebook and I see a baby bump.
The only way that I can fathom this is if you love this girl.
I loved or still love.
You love her, whatever it was, yeah. And then potentially she cheated on you with another guy and she's gone off with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Or she cut you off. You weren't ready to leave.
Oh. You say, why do I still have feelings for her?
I will get that because you still have feelings for that person because you weren't ready to leave. You cut me off. You stopped the love on your side. Do you get it?
Mm.
So I would understand that one, that in a relationship, like, you say you're upset, you'd be like, why? Like, you know that she broke my heart and it obviously I wanted to be with her, I was ready to a marriage and then she left me. That's different. Whereas if you both amicably broke up and then it was just, it's not working and 3-4 years later, it's a bit...
random, not random, yeah? Do you apply this to like the women that you talk to? Like when you get to know them, do you find out if they broke up with their partner or whether it was a messy breakup?
Nah, I've never... Nah. Sometimes...
Because if it's a messy breakup, then there's a potential that there's no future with you because he could come back.
Yeah, but...
Do you think about that?
Yeah, but... No. Sorry, no. I don't.
But that logic applies with what you were saying before.
The reason it doesn't apply to it, it's going to sound mad.
Listen, I don't see a future.
I wasn't even going to say that one. Nah, I wasn't going to say that one. What I was going to say is...
I'm not that invested.
But a wavy you, man.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. I said the sauce is drippy.
So when I'm around... You see me, when I'm around...
Put my right bean in the water, it's long.
Brother.
Is it Robinson Squash over
that's
here?
all I'm saying.
Say that. I said, when I dilute, I dilute.
Like, I can tell when the girl's digging me. I can always... Like, I can tell.
Digging you over there, yeah?
See what I'm saying.
I said it with chest, you know. Go on.
I can tell when the girl's into me, innit? And I ain't got to worry about an ex-man. I've never been with a girl and worried about an ex-man.
No, it's true, but there's man out there that are worried.
If you're my missus, like, and then if you're not my missus, I haven't got to worry about other man because you're not my missus. So if you want to go over there and link their man, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No red pill though, no red pill. This is just common sense.
Yeah, it's common sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not my girl, you're free to do whatever you want. So I can't be mad at other men around you. I can't be mad at that because I can see stuff and note it down and be like, okay, fair enough. That she definitely don't rate me, but at the same time, she might rate me.
And it's in those moments where they want you to be telling you tell me how you feel.
Yeah,
Huh? How did you feel like when you saw me in the club with another guy?
But that's what I'm saying. Some of them, see, and another issue.
This feels like you've done it on purpose now.
And see, another issue is, unfortunately, a lot of us grow up in toxic relationships and dysfunctional relationships.
So we're always on defense mode.
No. So in our mind, when shit's chaotic, that's how it's supposed to be. So unfortunately, maybe some men might see it as, women want me to be like this to a degree. They don't want the good guy. They want a bit of a bad guy, a bit brash, a bit
rough on the edges.
Do you know what I'm saying? When there's a thin line, bro, between you being a bit brass and a bit whatever, and then you being a problem in their life. Do you know what I'm saying? Some men don't know the line.
But to be fair, I think the elephant in the room is, and this is going to sound mad, but it's a conversation that if we're going to be grown about it, whether we like it or not, there's a lot of men in our social circles that were abused when they were younger, man. And it doesn't have, and I don't mean it in a sexually. It could be emotional abuse, physical abuse, but there's things that we went through that shaped the way we treat people or see things now that probably wasn't right back in the day. And until we're ready to unpack, go back there and see what's going on and see, do you know what, this wasn't right, or the need to make other people feel inferior just so I feel better and stuff. There's bare different reasons. There's bare different ways it manifests, but again, we're having a conversation amongst men, black men especially. It's not a thing to be like, do you know what, this is wrong, and try and look back into where it started, try to find the root and realize, you know what, the reason why I probably think like this is because of that, because of this, but you know what, that's wrong. Let me now put things in place or apply myself a bit better to kind of change the way I see things. It shouldn't be like that. We're all grown now. We should be able to make those decisions.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that easy, Tate.
It's not 100% it's easy.
Because I feel like a lot of people have a learned behaviour, and a lot of people, remember, it's how you operate. So even, for example, how, if you look at your photography and whatever, you're going to have a system to operate in terms of taking the pictures, putting what lens you want on the camera, and then when you export it, you've got a pattern of how you do stuff. You're not going to change that pattern unless it makes the process quicker, yeah? Mm-hmm. But generally speaking, that's a bit binary in terms of it's very black and white. But when it comes to people and you're dealing with someone that you can't control what they do.
Yeah, but you can control what you do.
Exactly, but me controlling what I do doesn't mean that's going to change your behavior or whatever, or your pattern. But remember, for example, like some girls believe that, I don't know, if I call you late and you don't pick up, then I can send you a text hotting you up. And that's cool.
It's not cool though.
Exactly, is my point. But in her mind, well, what, you didn't pick up, so no, that doesn't excuse your behavior. It doesn't excuse you ringing me and then sending me a text saying, I bet you with a girl, garbage.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you'd address that when it happens.
Cool, but I'm saying, but then guys might have things that they do that might be, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying sometimes men and women, we live in an environment or we operate in toxic relationships where we believe certain things are cool. Like even online sometimes, where some of them comedies, those like skits where like guys will like maybe get on the phone and be like, yo, yeah, my missus is not here at the moment. Like, what's going on? Or like pretend to FaceTime. And you see the girl like ready to, like, it's like, bro, it's funny, but we've made it, it's not funny,
yeah,
bro.
It's not funny. I don't want all of that.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
for views.
But I'm saying, but the point is, we've got to a point where people do things and they've normalized certain behaviors as love or cool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but it's for that person to identify that this isn't love and unlearn.
But that's my point. People don't identify that because they think that is.
No, I'm not disputing that.
So I'm saying, like, love to me is like.
Yeah, but okay, I'm not disputing what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if you're someone that's going through that, but then you don't think it's toxic, then I'm not talking to you. You're happy in the situation you're in. But there's people that are out here saying, I don't know why I keep or this keeps happening to me. And we're saying to them that there's a point where you have to draw the line. There's a point where you have to draw the line. It's not for them to change. It's for you to change. You set the boundary. So whenever people are crossing that line, just for you to say, do you know what? I don't want this no more. And hopefully it gets to the point where everyone you've cut off, you realize we're bad for you. But if you don't have a boundary, but people are just going to try to do whatever they want. Like, for example, if I come to your yard, yeah, and you haven't told me, take off your shoes. Technically, I'm not in the wrong if I keep my shoes on. But my manners will tell me, take off my shoes. But you might turn around and be like, no, Tazer's cool. So I'll keep it on. But if I come in your yard now, kept my crepes on, I leave, and then you turn around and start telling people that Tazer's a dirty you, man. How can you come to my yard and keep my shoes on? I mean, like, but I asked and you said keep it on. It's fine.
No, but
but what I'm saying is next time I come to your yard, technically I shouldn't even come to your yard again.
Yeah, you ain't gonna come to my yard again.
Do you know what I'm saying? But some people still go back to the yard.
No, but I get what you're saying, but the problem is that example's a little, as I said, it's a bit more binary. It's too clear cut, as in it's A for B, and that's it. Whereas I'm saying relationships are not as clear cut. I feel like people have learnt behaviors in relationships and how they deal with things, how they see things. So, for example, like even the whole girls getting drunk and then ringing you 20 times after a rave, for example. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but if you don't answer it, they can't do it again.
No. You
Guarantee they don't do it again.
No, you can do it again because remember, technically, you were drunk and remember, the girl might just be like, you know what, my bad, sorry, I was drunk yesterday. Okay. She's apologized for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it doesn't happen again.
But who knows it? That's what I'm saying, but it might happen again.
Yeah, later, if it happens again, then you address it again.
But that's my point is these things will still happen because in
people can't stop.
I'm just saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying in people's minds we've been so conditioned to see nonsense as that's not that bad.
No, bro.
Unless it's detrimental in terms of if a woman's trying to attack you, that's what people will be like. No, it's too much. But there's certain behaviors that people do, men and women, that people should be calling out early and saying, this ain't cool.
I think there are people calling it out early, hence why people are chopping and changing as much as you. As they are. But at the same time, I don't think it's just song and dance when you cut someone off. I don't need to cut someone off and then someone asks me, why did you cut that person off? And me say it's that reason. But it could be that reason is what I'm saying. If the first time you did the drunk calling thing, phone man 20 times, you'll address it when you're sober and ask you, why do you think this is okay for you to do? I don't understand. Because if I did that to you, I'm a creep.
Yeah.
So we have to draw the line. And if she tells me don't do it again, she's not going to be like, but it's just a thing that Tazer does. I'm on the 8th time. No. There's a boundary. Next you know, it's restraining order. So why can't I do the same for you? But you got to draw the line.
Even if you ever had them under a rave when a girl comes up to you
and touches you a certain way.
There's that as well. We get onto that in a minute. But a girl will just come up to you and then tell you, I know you're linking Kimberly or something like that. You know, she'll come up to you and just tell you like,
it's quality information.
Garbage.
I don't even respond.
No, but that's what I'm saying, like, but that behavior is nuts. When you break it down a level, like, there's times where, like, I've said that to girls, like, we have conversations, I say that, why do girls do that? And they're like, yeah, but that's my friend that's just information, like, it doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter because that's one of my friends, whatever. I'm like, no, flip the scenario. You're chilling and a guy you don't know comes up to you and says, you're chopping Marv. I know. What will you do? They'll be like, yeah, it's like, how do you not see it's not weird?
This is their girl.
But that's my point. It's not just something I'm trying to say to you. That's what I'm going to get at. That certain people, they
enabler.
No, they operate in this toxic environment where they believe certain things are cool and it's like, it's not cool.
Yeah, you're enabling bad behavior. But what I'm saying is someone has to tell them or pull them to the side and say, no, this is bad behavior.
But I don't think some of them won't hear it because
of course, because you're not important to them, which is fine. But I'm removing me.
And also, but they don't see it as you're not important to them. They see it as you're overreacting. Stop being dumb, like.
Marv, and then in that scenario, I'm removing myself.
Yeah, it's true.
Because if this is not important to you, this is important to me. So I'm just gonna remove myself.
Yeah.
Tazer, you're overreacting. It's not that deep. It's deep to me because I've said it. It's made me feel a certain way. I don't want to be out.
But now you become the bad guy.
Yeah, fine. I'm the bad guy. But your friends. But when people say, why is he the bad guy? Because I didn't want to be seeing someone whose friends can just willingly come up to me and address my sexual history.
Yeah.
But I'm the weirdo. Like, why is your friend talking to me? Because you know something, what I've started saying to girls, I'm like, if you know the girl you're talking about, she wouldn't be happy that you're saying this to me. All of a sudden, it's... Because my boy wouldn't come up to you and start discussing
Brother, it's nuts.
I don't understand what's going on here. Like,
And the benefit, if my brother done that, the way I was hot man up, I'd be like, what are you doing?
weird behavior.
Man do the opposite, where a girl cut to you like, they're trying to either big you up or act like you don't exist.
Just to give you your space, give you space to play. Your friend's doing 2-foot challenge. You're not even
Brother,
here.
it's just, I know, and do you know what annoys me sometimes is when me and the girl not even in that space. As in, like, if we're in a space where it's getting serious, and then, for example, I don't know, like, and I know your brethren, and then she comes up to me and she's gone, how you doing, Marvin? I'm good, good. How's and then she just mentioned her brethren's name. I'm cool because you know it's bait, it's kind of, but when it's just a random girl and it's just like, they just mention the name, I'm just like,
I don't even know you. I don't
bro,
know you two know each other.
I'm just like, this is. So, and then that annoys me because then you start thinking, wait, what's been said? Because a conversation has been had to the point where, like,
why you?
I don't know.
Because I know you two ain't friends like that. She was dissing you last night, so.
Unless I know you ain't friend.
On that note, 3 shots, man.
Big up.
Till next time. Love.